Is it an omen of the crow that they're singing at my window? Is it an omen of the crow that they are singing at my window? Is it an omen of the crow that they are singing at my window? Hear the crows, hear the crows, hear the crows, deciphering poetics, beautiful black with a golden sunlight shining on the trees round about. Lost the many down the count. Ready to go they are every time for another round. They fight beautiful and black, beautiful white clouds above, with golden sunlight in the dark, in the light and in the night. In the day they go the crow round about. Beautiful black crows, beautiful black crows, beautiful black crows. I hear them at my window in the morning. Crows, crows, crows. Sometimes they sit in a row, 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 and they're ready to rumble, rock and roll. They rock and roll and rock and roll and make noise and sounds and round. What are they saying? What are they talking? What are they speaking? Probably chanting, dragon, dragon, dragon. Beautiful crows, love crows, and heard them earlier this morning and inspired me a little art, poetic art. And I'm doing my laundry now. I'm doing my laundry now. I'm doing my laundry, so I'm gonna have to keep this video short once the laundry stops. First and foremost, I want to say on the 2nd September, yours truly, independent athlete, independent artist, independent activist, Triple Eight, plus the fourth dimension to that trinity, universal spiritual teaching student, plus geopolitical analyst and theorist, to the world peace advocate, and of course aspiring children's writer and independent fitness captain, yours truly, the people's athlete, Encourage you all today to work out, train and exercise, run a little bit, get a little bit of sweat. It has been, is, and will continue to be my medicine and therapy of choice. Lost more than 77 pounds, created my own workout training program. Looking for volunteers, supporters, volunteers, volunteering, supporters, willingly loving all, willingly loving to support in any way, capacity, shape or form. Work in progress to build a Dragon army. Dragon army. So I'm here calling on all willing, living to support the dancing goddess and the Dragon Kingdom's mission, world peace mission, a mission for world peace, a mission for world peace. And I am founding yours truly, Adrian H. Dragonborn, who died during COVID, being reborn. Adrian Hanna, Dragon androgynous pansexual, founder of the Dancing Goddess and the Dragon Kingdom. Yours truly, that I'm founding with 718 trillions of kisses from that one kiss that came from the Queen of Heavens above to her sister who dances with her brother, the sun below. And that one kiss turned into 718 trillions of kisses. Kisses got. If you want to be a kiss millionaire, please pledge your allegiance, legion, and please, stock market has been open for 66 minutes now in the East Coast, on the East Coast, Wall Street. Please, if you make $1 million on the stock market today, or made $1 million yesterday, or will make $1 million after the long weekend next week, please give 10% for food security, LGBTQ youth sports, women's sports, specific issues such as abortion support, and of course the support for environmental causes. Yours truly, universal revolutionary centrist, poetics. What is poetry? What is an artist? And what is the dance between art and finance? Yours truly, I'm not gonna put the appellation a starving artist, but a struggling economically, financially, commercially struggling artist. But I am grateful, thankful that this 2nd of September I paid my rent. So I fulfilled my duty, obligation, and responsibility to pay my rent in full. I fulfilled my duty, obligation, and responsibility to fully pay my rent in full. So my rent is fully paid. Paid my rent in full. That is my duty, obligation, and responsibility. And not only the rent, I've paid it in full, but I've also fulfilled my obligation, duty, and responsibility to also pay my electricity bill, So double trouble duo, fulfilling both my obligations, duties, and responsibility to pay my rent and pay my electricity bill for September. and yours truly going now putting some work of the poetic meditation speculative manner of speculation and meditation. And of course, I'm grateful, thankful that I paid my rent and electricity bill, and that I have food. And I'm gonna say thank you, love you, kiss you, hug you. Farmers, 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 truckers, 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 butchers, bakers, daycare workers, butchers, bakers, electricians, plumbers, construction workers, nurses, nurses, nurses. Please offer, 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 because sometimes people don't take our offers or don't offer us nothing. No. What you offer, trade, deal, deal, trade, trade, offer, 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 blah, blah. Calling on the multi-millionaires and billionaires across Canada and across the collective North American civilization, for that matter, to finance the nurses a week of expenses paid recreational trip across, maybe from different cities throughout the collective North America. A collective North America recreational Dragan Act, calling on the multi-millionaires and billionaires to mass finance a the hotel, the motel of the nurses, to get a massage, If you get that deal done, yours truly can be volunteer, volunteer, volunteer. I've done volunteering, past, present, future volunteer, and I'm looking for volunteers myself. And okay, if the nerve offer, 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 because some people might not take an offer, but offer to wash the feet, feet wash, hug, massage, whatever work needs to be done, because I'm sure the nurses could use a good massage therapist. You're still independent fitness captain, independent athlete could use a good massage, which I'm calling, of course, on Tom Brady, a multi-millionaire. Everybody gotta eat. Thank the farmers, give them offer them a massage or a hug or something like that. Anyways, calling on Tom Brady to come in my underground room office and temple, and now that my bro, rainbow bro, only one, but not the only one out of the closet, Kal Nasib, part of the LGBTQ community, raised up, put the flag up, flag up, flag up. Maybe Tom Brady and Kal Nasib now being on the same team to come here in my underground room office and temple. I'm gonna raid the hand game of for them with a live stream and fundraise for the dancing goddess in the Dragon Kingdom, and calling on the multi-millionaire athletes who made millions during COVID and the CEOs of patriarchal sports leagues. I'm saying patriarchal sports leagues because let's be honest, there's not even one women's sports leagues which makes even close economically, financially, commercially to what these mentioned patriarchal sports leagues of the NFL, National Football League, NHL, National Hockey League, NBA, National Basketball Association, and MLB. My brothers, please, please, please give 10% for women's sports, food security, and LGBTQ sports. And because yeah, I got 7 houses, 7 cars, don't need another one. And finance, economically, financially, commercially struggling artists, but like yours truly, who's more broke but whose work is gold. What is art? What is art? What is art is the question. Before I do proceed, I'm gonna say another thank you, love you, kiss you, hug you. Thank you, love you, kiss you, hug you, farmers, farmers, farmers. Got leftover food. Leftover food. See, got some noodles, some cabbage, cabbage, cabbage. So I'm grateful that after this, before I go on a march for world peace, before I go on a march for world peace, before I go on a march for world peace, I'll be able to eat to give me energy. So thank you, love you, kiss you, hug you, farmers, and of course to do art. Artists also got it. Hey, rappers, you got 7 houses, 7 cars. Got rappers living in gated communities, man. Stop rapping about the goddamn hood, HOD. You left the hood in 2007, bro. Rap is also art. I'm an underground rapper. Right? Hobby rap, hobby rap, hobby rap. It's a lot of poetry. I do poetry. What is art? Poetry is art. A painting is art, right? Ballet is art. It's a form of art. Dance. The world's greatest living millennial rainbow dancer. That's fundamentally what Adrian Dragan is. The world's greatest living millennial dancer. Poet. Dancing poet. So when fused, combined, joined, dancing and poetry, I'm the best. I'm not perhaps the best poet or the best dancer, but when fused together, the dancing and the poetry, I am the best. Put me some mic, give me a stage, gonna poetic dance on any music whatsoever, from soundtracks to classic to rap to pop to all sorts of freestyle dance, because I feel the music and just Mother Nature, who's the greatest artist and activist, can do a hell of a dance for world peace. 10:44 a.m., 10:44 a.m., 10:44 a.m. Because if you make $1 million on the stock market today, buy, sell, trade stocks, buy, sell, trade stocks, buy, sell, trade stocks. 10%. Offer the nurses and the farmers and the truckers a massage therapy session. You can pay it for them, a massage therapy session. Offer to pay them a massage therapy to the nurses, to the truckers, and to the farmers. Farmers, nurses, truckers across the collective North American civilization. You multi-millionaire, billionaire, finance food security, finance them some recreation, some incentives. As I have in him, and we'll call for the mass financing. I'll be able to work out, to train, and to exercise, to incentivize via public-private partnership. So the crows inspired me some art today. And before I do proceed, I will say again, thank you, love you, thank you, kiss you, hug you, farmers across the collective North American civilization. Farmers, truckers, butchers, bakers, butchers, and nurses, construction workers, firefighters, of course construction workers and warehouse workers and dock workers, and the nurses and the doctors, and all involved in the production and the distribution of food, and the plumbers and the electricians and the plumbers, as yours truly is calling for all to support my...
Grocery stores are going to be open, so if you need to do any shopping, I think you have to do it maybe today and this weekend. I'm not sure.
Do you need something? I'm gonna go out later, yeah, after my laundry. That was my anonymous sister, reminding me of perhaps something that I need doing today. doing today. Clean my room. I'm doing laundry now, so this video is gonna be short. I'm estimating that the laundry will be in about around 11 a.m. Calculating the time. I'm gonna go rock and roll a little bit for what is art. These questions as an artist, and yours truly, what is art? The crows did art today. For me, it was artistic. It was inspired, or at least inspired me to do some art, to write a poem about the crows, which I've started, of course, with a few syllables, lyrically rhyming syllables. Art comes in multi-form, right? The an artist feels a connection to me. When I feel a connection to civilization and nature and the struggles of the human conditions, the pain, the suffering, because I've been I've been through depression, I've been suicidal, I've experienced the low, and I'm still not, as a universal spiritual, as a universal spiritual teaching student, I'm not always on the highest level. Sometimes I have the lower aspects of self, which I admit, as I admit that at some things I'm mediocre, at some things I'm so, at other things I'm average. I'm great at poetry, I'm super at dancing, I'm excellent at geopolitical analysis and theory. One of my geopolitical analysis and theories is, of course, called the collective North American civilization, as I propose, and I do stand by my proposition and my theory that in fact us North Americans, those comprising North America, Canada, US, and Mexico, and of course Cuba, Haiti, the Dominican Republic, and the islands. I include Cuba as a paradox in my inclusion. That's a whole nother video if you want to commission on a video just on the collective North American civilization, what it is and how it constitutes the integral part of the human civilization, and how it is distinct but not divorced from Western civilization. So it's the collective North American civilization is distinct but not divorced. That is the main premises, and it's born out of a reactionary response due to the Second World War and the fact that the countries, nation states within Western civilization were at war with each other, and the communism and fascism, who of course were played major part in the Second World War. The Nazi Germany being fascist, and of course the Soviet Union. And I'm not gonna diverge, because if I diverge, I'll keep away from art. But there is a mention, of course, that there's these things that art were also influenced by political currents, political ideologies, right? Political ideologies. Me, I'm a universal revolutionary centrist. I believe in a lot of private public partnerships. I believe my theory is best for the 21st century at this point in time. The CIT, Citizen Integration Theory, the Debt Refusion Theory, DRT, and the Democratic Fusion Theory, DFT. Trinity of theories with a fourth dimension, their implementation, that I'm calling for to be with LOV, and love is action. So my philosophy is that the body is a temple for pleasure and purpose. The body is a temple for pleasure and purpose. The body is done for purpose. And lots of the art is done through the body, right? The body, the dance, a ballet dancer, such artistic art through the bodies. Some sports, dancing is a sport and an art for me. Many perhaps would agree. Dancing is an art, a sport, and an art. I want to turn dance, calling all willing to the dancing goddess army. To turn dance the most powerful weapon on earth for world peace. To turn dance into the most powerful weapon on earth for world peace. To turn dance to the most powerful weapon on earth for world peace. And I recognize I have aggression. I have aggression in me. I can be aggressive. The two key words are channeling and sublimating. Channeling and sublimating. Channeling and sublimating. Right? It can be force and energy. It can be used for good. And it takes brains and muscle to build civilization. We have built civilization by brains and muscle, right? And paradoxically, in the whole, so much high intellect and cosmopolitan. So perhaps sometimes too many words to describe, to philosophize and intellectualize and be overly verbose. Perhaps it muddles or is not necessary. Sometimes it's necessary to be straightforward and direct. Like, I am fucking grateful that my fucking rent is fucking paid, and I'm fucking grateful to the fucking farmers. Love you, kiss you, farmers, and I'm fucking grateful. I could fucking use a good fucking massage therapy, right? Yeah, motherfucking yeah, motherfucker. So I've experiencing different levels. I've experienced streets. I've experienced academia and libraries and learning. And this confidence to turn these energy to work for the greater good, for the greater good, for the greater good. It's rap and art form, yes. It's dance, yes. Art, painting. Look, that painting, of course, goes hand in hand with the motto of the Dancing Goddess Army, which is all fruits, vegetables, and legumes and all grains are made, created, and produced by the dance of the goddess with her brother the sun. I say goddess. Of course, see Mother Nature, XYZ, planet Earth, this mysterious entity of which we live, feeds us, and has systems and systems and systems, and that is art. That is an art piece. One of my favorites. One of my favorites. So it's like, to me, it's a priestess. To me, it's a priestess. It's a priestess. Because I am also a priestess of the goddess. And it's with the sun in the background, but the beauty of it is a symmetrical. It's like both have a in harmony, equilibrium, and they're both kind of in equal. Like, there's no, see, there's a cooperation. There's a cooperation and a harmony and an equilibrium and a balance. And, and it's a beautiful pose. It's just leaning, and that's art. And the colors black and red, in combination, different shades of red and the black and the golden, like, and the orange and the yellow, the yellow, the sunset, and it goes hand in hand with the motto, philosophical, artistic, even artistic motto of the dancing goddess and the dragon, the dancing goddess army. Was the two that I'm calling the creation thereof, to being complementary with the dragon army, the dancing goddess army, officially international integrated dance league, dancing goddess army, to be for purpose and pleasure, to be for purpose and pleasure, for purpose and pleasure. The motto is all ALL fruits, vegetables, and legumes are made, created, and produced by the dance of the goddess with her brother the sun. All fruits, vegetables, and legumes are made. Even this black coffee bean, which of course comes from a red berry initially, in its origins, is made, created, and produced by the dance of the goddess with her brother the sun. So from the black fertile earth with the golden sunlight and the rain which trickles down and nourishes the nutrients and the elements found within the fertile earth, makes it grow this coffee. And it was harvested by one of my brothers and sisters, farmers, who with their sweat and labor, hands and physicality, harvested, and machinery, of course, brains and muscle machinery, and all the transport that was put on the truck. So all this made it. I'm grateful, thankful for having this cup of coffee here and be able to drink it, to energize me, to doing my laundry, clean my room, and write some more poetry. So what is art? art can be all around us. Art is this painting, which was one of my favorite, has a beautiful, symmetrical, colorful blend, and it's also representative, right? It represents something. It speaks to human emotion, to human yearnings, to human desire, sometimes deep, sometimes hidden, sometimes subconscious, psychological, sometimes experiences, sometimes collective experiences, right? I've mentioned before, right, that the 20th century, the ideologies of fascism and communism, right? Within the ideologies, it was influenced, a lot of the artists were influenced by communist, socialist, Karl Marx's social philosophy, or the fascist philosophies, or democratic or republican philosophies, or different philosophies of spirituality, right? Art. There is also sorts of arts inspired also by religions, religions, right? Look at the pyramids, holy pyramids, sacred pyramids. So much art is in there. Art all inspired by nature. Mother Nature being the greatest artist and the greatest scientist. So when I heard those crows earlier singing, right, earlier singing, see, what did they say? Adrian, Hannah, Dragan, we know your secrets. Adrian, Hannah, Dragan, we know your secrets. Adrian, Hannah, Dragan, we know your secrets. Yes, I said yes. Once a week, I am a queen of spades. Once a week, once a week, I'm a queen of spades. Once a week. So I'm also androgynous, pansexual. I watch a little pornography during the Dancing Goddess and the Dragon Kingdom. But anyway, so the art can be a poem. Tell 'em. Poetry is art. Rock and roll, play it smart. Play it left, play it right, center roundabout. Gossip their vices, and gossips and slander their vices. They don't admit that in some things they are average and mediocre. We hide, we hide, we hide. We lie, we do. Redemption, please, redemption. Second chances, deserving melody and harmony. Chances, warnings, sayings. Cancel, dancel, prancel, hansel. Handsome charity. If you make a million on the stock market today.
I left the freezer open a bit. I didn't forget it. I did it on purpose because I need to defrost it.
Noted. Thank you. Yeah, Betty, thanks. So the artist also creates, like whether with words or with a canvas, right? That's beautiful. When I saw it right away, I fell in love with it. Hey, when I saw it, I fell in love with it. Look at it. For me, it's art. The LGBTQ flag of my fellow Rainbow Nation across nations. I think it's 5 more minutes, eh? Machine. It's art. The blending of the colors, and I like as much as I like red is my favorite color. I like the rainbow colors. I like colors like this. This is the best hoodie I ever had. Thank you, anonymous sister. Thank you, anonymous sister. Thank you, anonymous sister. This is the best hoodie I ever had. For NASA. And thank you, NASA, for naming it after a goddess, Artemis. Naming it. It's way overdue time to name it a project after a goddess. Since the other projects were named after a male-centric deity, male-centric. Then I say the word goddess is universal spiritual teaching. I am non-sectarian. I'm a universal revolutionary centrist. I of course believe in the my trinity of theories. But art, what is art? And what is the dance between art and finance, right? Because of course an artist can be very stressed and can limit his abilities, the economic, financial, commercial factor, right? Many times I said because of stress and doing, and I've lost economic opportunity, continuance, and continues due to being LGBTQ several times. Right? Some people don't like fellow myself because I am LGBTQ. That's okay. I fight my own battles. We can freestyle battle rap. We can dance battle rap. And We can put gloves, fight my own battles. Adrian, Dragan, androgynous pansexual founder of the dancing goddess and the Dragon Kingdom. Fight my own battles. We can freestyle battle rap. We can dance, freestyle, combat dance, and people vote. The people vote. The people vote, and we can of course put the gloves on, put the gloves on, put the gloves on, right? And I admit I'm not totally selfless. I am for the greater good. I am for the greater good. I am for the greater good. I have a little bit of a want to have some pleasure. I want to have some pleasure, right? Try to be balanced. The self and this selfless individual and the greater good. Please, if you step outside, and when you step outside, wash your hands with soap and water and hand sanitizer when you go in and out of a public building, a bank, a mall, a grocery store, a school. Yeah, I'm coming in 5 minutes. I think I could put it outside, eh? It's 11. So the artists create also. But of course, please finance. Economically, financially, commercially struggling artist. I never received a grant. I never received a grant. I never received a grant. Some commissions, very few. My rent's paid, electricity bill is paid. I'm open for business, triple vaccinated. 18 is degrees, you're going higher, eh? Yeah, I can put it outside. I'll put it outside to dry. I'm gonna put my clothes outside to dry. Right in the sun. All the art roundabout. All the art roundabout. All the art. There's a dance between art and finance, right? I say you want to commission a dance. Commission a dance. Commission an hour of poetry. Commission writing 3 poems on a subject. Commission some rap lyrics, some rock lyrics, scripts, a dialogue for a movie. It can be art, right? This can be an artist who writes like myself, who can write a dialogue between Michael and Louise discussing about the lunch. Louise is concerned about how many calories. Michael is concerned about other things, the cost. I was worried about the calories, the other was worried about the economic, financial, commercial. Price of eggs is going up, price of bacon. But art is an integral part of our civilization, right? It's through the emotions, the subconscious, the feelings, the passion. And there's also when I dance, when I rap, when I do a poem, there's also passion involved. And it's not necessarily logic and mathematics and equation and science that guide. There can be, but it's most often for myself deep emotional, passionate, deep yearnings or experiences. Can be hidden fears, hidden lusts, right? Hidden lust, fears, meaning how many people are LGBTQ or artists in the closet, I've lost economic, financial, commercial opportunity and blessings of continuance due to being LGBTQ, and maybe also sometimes I too straightforward and direct. I blame it because I was in Israel in the past life. I blame it because I was in Israel in the past life. I blame it because I was an Israeli in the past life. But art is multifaceted, and an artist can be multidisciplinary, right? Creation, you create, you imagine. Keyword imagination, right? Writing children's books, for example, takes imagination, creativity. And there's a dance between art and finance, and the artist can dance even more, If the daily things are taken care of, right? Food security, housing, maybe even transport to go east, west, north, south to do. Right? So it enables money is a unit of exchange at the essence, right? The value of money is a unit of exchange. That is fundamentally what money is, economically. That's why I have debt fusion theory. Not just an artist, but a theorist of social, political, philosophical nature, and even these others, economics, finance, and commerce. My theory, debt for fusion theory, which I do believe that it is best to be implemented at this point in time. Firmly believe it. So who's an artist? An artist can doesn't necessarily is bound by a background or education. Somebody can have a PhD, a doctor, and do XYZ, while somebody who is an artist who has only a high school education or has not finished high school even, right? It can be a great artist, a great painter, can paint. Wow, a painting it. Inspired by nature, can write poems or can write scripts or write short stories as a writer, of which I am also a writer. I write, I speak, oratory, communication. So there's all that confluence of dynamics in an art and an artist, and the dance between finance and the art. There's a dance. Sometimes the dance is tensions, right? Because the artist, if like myself, economically, financially, commercially struggling, it limits the ability to write songs, to poets, to do the stress, or X, Y, Z, right? To do. It's a part of our lives. The economic, financial, commercial aspect is a part of it. I can't, for example, right now, I cannot afford a massage therapy, but I'm grateful, thankful that I substituted. I take a bath. I take a bath once a week, sometimes twice, depending how much I work out. Mostly during the weekend, right? I even have videos of me taking baths on my YouTube and meditating, even doing art, right? Communicating in my inspiration for poetry, songs, and ideas for movie scripts is mostly on my marches. I march, I'm connecting with civilization and nature. I see the big buildings. I imagine much sweat the workers, right? The workers, and of course I thank and I'm grateful to the workers. I'm also an artist for the workers, for the farmers, for the construction workers, the bakers, the butchers, those making a coffee now, a bagel, the nurses, the cleaning workers, all the workers. Because art is work. It requires sweat sometimes, like dancing or writing or thinking, creating, right? So that you can bring some joy, some pleasure, some joy or whatever it is to somebody else, to somebody who consumes or observes or enjoys or meditates on one's art, whether it is poetry, whether it is philosophic poetry or spiritual poetry or just pleasurable poetry. It can be rap, it can be also sexuality can be part of it, right? Like look at this, is nothing overtly sexual about it. It's more romantic, right? I mean, there's a romantic element, there's a romance between the priestess or it could be a form of the goddess, goddess, incarnation. And there's a romance there, like almost a romance or like sibling, like family. Right? There's between the sun and the priestess and the woman, between the sun and the woman, between the sun and a woman. There's a romance there. There's something. There's or some romance even. Not overtly sexual or pornographic, but there's between the sun and the goddess. There is, to me at least. I don't know if you observe, of course, the colors are vivid, but there is also black, right? Is it white? There's rose like pinkish, orange and yellow and red and yeah, yeah. I'm coming in a minute. My sister reminded me that I need to put my clothes in the sun. My sister reminded me that I need to put my clothes because they finished drying. Washing. Correction. I need to dry them now. And I'll dry them naturally in the sun. On my bed sheets. So the artist. What is art? Art can be defined. Can you really define in one paragraph art? An artist. And then the dance between art and finance, right? There's that dance. Commissioning an artist to do a work on a canvas or a painting or a dance. Me would be a dance, or poetic or dialogue or raw dialogue of poetry or rap, commercial rap, poetry, rap, songs, rap, chant, rap, art, rap, whatever it is, or dancing. This is all part of the art. An artist creates. How does the movie begin? With a script, with an idea, with an imagination, with a confluence of different experiences of the artist, different desires, different what he wants to convey in a whole story, which has different elements and different parts in the story to create, to make a movie, right? I was discussing about the Star Wars that I've seen with my anonymous sister in the past 3 weeks. So episode 1 to 9, so much art in there. It's an art, art of movie making, art of dancing, art of singing, art of rapping. Rap is an art. Hip hop is an art. Art rock, rock and roll an art, rock and roll an art, rock and roll an art. An art, rock and roll. That's what I said. Rock and roll is an art. Rock and roll is an art. Let me see you rock and roll it. Let me see you drop and pop it, twerk, 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 twerk and work it. Kiss it, kiss it, kiss those farmers, yeah. The fruits, the legumes, put some wine, wine, wine. In a bottle, pop it, shop it, drop and cock it. With a cockpit pilots, with a stone aside it. Suicidal, no more doing that again. We gotta do some change, gotta do some change. For some joy, for the children melodies. I'm in the scream it up, you see. For my peeps who's LGBTQ and C. And we do it harmony, and we do it light, you see, and we rock and roll it, pop it. I just imagining, cause hell I don't know how to play guitar, but I got a rainbow one. Imagine doing a holy one, Obi-Wan, the force be with you, holy one, the holy done. Rock and roll and rap we love and lust, we love and bust. We dance and cook, we art and sing, we sing a song, make a movie screams. Make a movie screen, make a movie scene, make a Louis scene, make a Lowy plane, make a goddess scene, make a goddess deans, make a deans, university doctors. They have a PhD from the streets. And I got a doctor, PhD from the streets, libraries, please. Do the rainbow dance, squeeze, lick, freeze, dance lips, freeze clips, lips splits, ICBM rockets, pop it up for NATO drop it. Rap for the NATO, west side, west side of North America who dies, yep. What a man, selfish, give it to the nurses, to the farmers, to the doctors, to the nurses, and the butchers, and the bakers, pop it, cock it, lop it, drop it, sip it, flint it, flaunt it. Art, man.